Hi, my name is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and a proud Phoenix Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am so excited to be speaking with the award-winning composer, arranger, orchestrator, and conductor, MARCIN Mirowski. For more on MARCIN, you can read more about him right below this video, but in the meantime, here is my interview with the incredible MARCIN. Well, hello, MARCIN Mirowski. How are you?
I'm great. Hello, Will. It's very nice to meet you and talking to you now.
So nice to meet you. And it is the afternoon here in the United States, in New York City. And it is nighttime in Poland where you are. And before you go out and about on your motorcycle, I want to speak with you a little bit about your amazing, amazing talents in career. Is that okay?
Yes, sure. And I'm very glad that you told me this. And thank you very much.
Well, MARCIN, you are an award-winning composer, an arranger, an award-winning orchestrator, as well as a conductor. I want to know first and foremost, MARCIN, when did you realize when you were a kid that you loved all things music?
Actually, it's very maybe not complicated, but very complex situation because my father was a church player, and actually when I was young, actually I learned from him a lot of things, a lot of musical things, and actually I didn't know what it means, but I already felt this feeling about music, what he actually was showing me. And it wasn't, he didn't do it by purpose, he was just playing, and it was great fun to play with him as well. And it started from the beginning. I have also brother and sister, and they are also musicians. And I started actually, I went to school when I was 7 actually. So I started to play piano, and there is a time when I was 12. And actually, this was the moment what you asking me now, that I decided to write something. It was my first composition I have somewhere. And it was piano piece.
You were 12 years old, MARCIN? 12?
Yeah, but it was so funny because it was one page, some very simple notes, very simple form. But this was the moment I knew that I will do it in the future. So I remember this moment because you always have this feeling after your secondary school, and when you're going farther with your education and you want to choose the school, I already knew what it will be. So it was actually, I was blessed with that. So
well, MARCIN, it took that opportunity, obviously, not only with the support that you got from your family, but the fact that you put pen to paper at 12 and obviously released something so beautiful. And I cannot wait for our audience to please check you out on your website. You have composed award-winning songs for the following mediums: films, television, theater, commercials, symphony. Your breadth of work ranges all over the map. I know it's probably like choosing your favorite baby, but I want to know, is there a certain genre of music that you love composing for most?
Yes. Actually, this experience I got, I think it's already more than 20 years. Actually, the most important for me is a symphony orchestra, and working with the symphony orchestra and writing for them is something which I love the most. And especially when I can connect it like these genres with rock music, jazz music, this connection is actually very interesting to me. But the symphony of music and arrangements for symphony music, this is something what I love to do.
Well, I love it. You know, in my performing days, my favorite thing to do when my twin brother and I would perform across the country is perform with pop symphony orchestras. And when we got to
Right.
headline Carnegie Hall with the New York Pop Symphony, that was like, I felt like Judy Garland, you know,
Yeah,
at,
exactly.
at Carnegie Hall, but to have that orchestra, but in addition to composing this music, Marcin, you also are an orchestrator and conductor of orchestras. What a beautiful thing that must be to hold a baton and to get to lead these beautiful instruments to come across as one body.
Yeah, it's true, and I will never forget the first concert which I did with my orchestra, which I founded in 2007, and it was the first my experience with them as a conductor, and I won't forget it because they were sitting in front of me. It was like about 65 people from, and there was rehearsal, and we were playing, and I was like not content with what they did. So I said, listen, this is, could you play a little bit more tense, because it's like, it's very soft. There is no energy. And they were already experienced, very experienced orchestra musician. And they told me like, listen, this is the energy, rehearsal energy. When the when it comes to the concert, you will see, you will feel it. And then and there was a situation when we started the concert. It was totally like magical feeling, you know. They start to play, and suddenly an energy from all of them came to me at once. You know, I was shocked, and I felt this energy coming through me to the audience. This was the best feeling I ever felt in my life. You know, it's really, I will never forget it.
Well, Marcin, it takes a great leader like yourself in affirming your players of their capabilities. And what you did for them, as you probably know, is that these being very, you know, professional orchestra musicians, they were probably used to playing a very certain type of way, and you follow the notes, but you gave them that confidence to play with passion and energy.
I will tell you something that about the music in general. I think that this is about energy, like exchanging the energy. It doesn't have to be just only an orchestra. It can be small 5 people band. It can be 2 people. It can duo. It doesn't matter. It's the thing is between the people, and what we want create between us. It's coming to the audience. This is the important. I
I
think
love
it's
that, Marcin. I love that because it's not only an energy, but would you also consider it? It's a vibration, and
yes,
it's a
exactly.
conversation. It's a conversation that it can be epic with a 65-piece orchestra, but it can also be intimate in a club with a 3-piece. But at the end of the day, there's an authentic vibe
Yeah,
and an
exactly.
authentic vibration that's transcendent.
But the same what you said also, that to burn them up, you need to give them the energy. Like you said, you need to show them that do you want something from them. Because when you will stand in front of the orchestra and you will say, let's play, nobody will actually pay attention to you. You need to give the energy, like you said. This is
I
very
love that.
important.
Well, you know, you set the terms well. I can only imagine. I can't wait to witness you conduct. I can just feel how vibrant you must be. And I'm sure you have audience members after your shows say, I was watching you at the podium more than the musicians. Am I right?
Actually, this is not so good because it should be all opposite.
No, you know what, Marcin? Yes, okay. Stop being
Okay.
humble, okay? I'm gonna slap you across the
All
screen.
right. Okay. Okay.
In addition to all of the great work that you've put out there, Marcin, obviously, this has been a very difficult time for us as humans, but also artists. And I'm curious to know in this time of introspection, if you've been able to compose and write some pieces that you're excited to get out into the world.
It was really difficult time, and also to every musicians, especially musicians, the players who doesn't have any opportunity to work other way. So actually I had a luck because I had some commissions for compositions, like online stuff, and I could survive this time to working. But to not have opportunity to work with the other people, personally, was something on the beginning, no, but let's say a few months later, was really difficult. And it wasn't so easy, write just only on paper or just to do some MIDI stuff, because it was out of soul, because the people weren't there. You couldn't exchange your ideas with other people, and it was really difficult. But somehow I think that this period is coming out. So let's hope that everything will flow out.
Well, when we have people like you, I'm very confident that art is going to
Thank you so
continue
much.
to flow, Marcin. Well, I speak the truth. And also selfishly for me, as a theater director and a creator, I want to now deep dive into some of the compositions that I got to hear on your website. I mean, come on now. I literally was closing my eyes and I was seeing theater. I was seeing narrative. I was seeing ballets and scenes and epic yet intimate relationships. You, as an artist myself, you touched me in a way that obviously here we are, two people from across the globe whose first languages are different. The beautiful universality in music, I was so moved and touched by it that I was like, I need to ask Marcin selfishly if there are some ideas that he's had for composing for whether it be plays or musicals that he's never done.
Actually, thank you very much what you said about my music. It's really,
It's the
I'm
truth,
very
it's what I
grateful.
feel.
I'm very happy. It's actually that I'm doing it for it to move people's emotions. So this is very important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, my dream actually to compose something is to, of course, this is probably, who knows, maybe it's not possible, to make a big concert with the connecting the opera, some rock, and the orchestra, and prepare some concert which can travel all over the world. You can conduct it and play it, and you come with the part of the musicians and go there. There is no such a special numbers like this opera or whatever. No, it has to be some project, like people are coming together and you invent something new which will be connection with the genres. You know what I mean?
Well, Marcin, I mean, I already have an idea. I'm going to yes and you, as they say in the improv world. What about this idea? So what I'm feeling from you is a fusion
Yes.
of orchestra, of opera, of rock, and you getting the people that love opera, but then once they're in the seats, you give them maybe a sensibility that they're maybe not used to, or you get those kids out there who love rock and they're seeing an opera. Wait, I thought opera was only for rich, or orchestra, that you can combine these three worlds of orchestra, opera, and rock, fuse it together as a traveling experience. It's not even a show, it's an experience.
And you need to connect it also with the whole stage ensemble as a dancers. It can be some connected also with the musical, because it has to be some.
It has to be a narrative.
Yeah, exactly. So it has to have a lot of sides of it. You cannot stay just only with the music. It can be also whole light story. It's this is not my piece of cake doing it, but
Marcin, you're talking to someone. This is my piece of cake. So this is what I'm saying in front of everyone now. You are going to write the music, you're going to arrange it, you're going to orchestrate it, you will conduct it in every city that this goes to. I'll direct it. Maybe we can co-create it together. We'll do a contract after this interview, and let's just do it. Because what I love so much about FENIX, this new social media platform, is that it has already connected me, and connected us, it's going to connect so many people from all across the globe with people who have similar energies. And you, my friend, have such a playful kid in the sandbox energy that I can feel across the Zoom screen, and I want to work with you.
I want to work with you. I feel this energy from you too. I'm telling you, we actually speak first time. And
I know people don't know. This is our first time talking. I've never met you. We were introduced through a mutual friend, but this is what I love so much. And Marcin, you know what? Whether you like it or not, I'm going to be emailing you after this Zoom, and we're going to get started.
Let's do it. And actually, I will tell you something which is going on now with my projects.
Go.
Now, I cannot tell you now what is about it, but this is connected with New York, and it will happen in New York soon. It's connected with the Broadway show.
That you're doing?
No, I'm not doing a Broadway show. No. This is connected with the Broadway show, which will arrive soon. So the premiere of the piece I'm working on now will be on the end of August. And I for sure let know whole community about it. That I think it will be very interesting to listen, because this is actually next week I'm going to record the musicians. So everything will be, then I will send it to you and you will listen it. So
I'll get the exclusive, Marcin?
I will try to do it. So I will send it to you. We are now set up with that.
Marcin, don't tease me. I'm going to bother you about it.
I'm not doing it. So
Marcin, I'm so grateful to have met you, to get to speak with you. You're an incredible human, an incredible artist. And well, let's get to work, my friend, after this interview.
Thank you very much.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.